Welcome back to the show. In today's marketplace, we're talking about the housing market. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance, there's some important things for you to consider. Jodi Ennen from U.S. Bank Home Mortgage joins us with some tips. Good morning, Jodi. Welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you very much.
What are some things people should consider and be thinking about if they're looking to buy a home this year?
Well, I think the biggest thing to really think about and to be aware of is your credit score, because that has been something that is much more emphasis is placed on your credit score today than really ever before. So it's really important to have a sense for what that is. Very important to sit down and talk with a loan officer so that you have an idea about what your score looks like. Is there anything you need to do to improve it, to prepare yourself for the process? Understand what you need to know as far as your down payment requirements, and really just get a good sense for what you qualify for.
Yeah, because that score will drive the rate and determine what type of loan you can qualify for too.
It definitely does, now more than really ever.
Okay. How about some tips for those of you that may be looking to buy for the first time? There's those first-time home buyers, and maybe some programs you have for those folks.
You know, there are lots of opportunities right now for first-time home buyers. Again, I would say probably more now than ever before. Rates are at all-time lows. And housing values have obviously come down, so there's tremendous opportunity. And there are a lot of programs out there right now. So again, I would say the best thing to do is speak with a U.S. Bank loan officer. And also, it's a good idea, I would say, if you want to begin that process, once you've talked with somebody to kind of understand what your down payment needs to be, what your credit score is, then you want to start having a conversation with a realtor to kind of get an idea about, what's out there. And
what are some of the questions people should be asking when they're going to come in and they're thinking about getting a mortgage and buying a home, especially the first-time buyers? What are the key questions to ask?
Well, I would say really the first thing is, how much do I need as far as a down payment? Because those things have changed. It was a time not so very long ago where you didn't need to put any money down. And we've kind of swung, the pendulum has swung back to where things
used to be. Right.
Yeah, where you needed to have decent credit, you needed to have a down payment, and you needed to have a source of repayment. So you actually have to qualify for a mortgage.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
What if someone's looking to buy a couple years down the road? They're doing a little pre-planning. What are some of the things they can be doing to prepare themselves?
Again, I think it goes back to the basics, not to sound redundant, but understand where your credit is, if there are steps you need to be taking to improve your credit, and then also just start saving for that down payment.
Very good. Now, refinancing. A lot of people see the rates are at all-time lows right now.
Yeah.
Let's talk refinancing and what are some of the options people have out there?
Well, the biggest challenge today with refinancing is the whole value situation with homes, because we all are aware that our homes have lost some value. So really the biggest thing is just start talking. I mean, call your U.S. Bank loan officer, call your mortgage servicer, just find out what programs are available, because with the Making Homes Affordable Act that was instituted in 2009, the lenders do have some programs that they have available that they didn't before, where if your home is underwater or you might not be at a loan-to-value situation where it historically would have worked, you may be able to do something.
Yeah, and again, the credit score is so important when we're talking about refinancing.
It is, but with some of these programs, it may not be quite as critical. It's just, it's really important just to start having those conversations.
And just go online. We're looking at the webpage right there. There's so many answers on the website, right?
It's a great resource, absolutely.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
Great information. And it really, it seems intimidating right now with the economy, but it is a great time to start working with your mortgage, right?
It absolutely is. I mean, you hear so much out there about, oh, it's impossible to get a mortgage. Not true. I mean, we are lending money. We are happy to talk to people, and there are some very, very good opportunities.
That's some good news from U.S. Bank Home Mortgage. Thank you so much, Jodi.
You're very
welcome.
welcome.
For more information about refinancing your mortgage, call 1-800-US-BANKS or visit usbank.com.